Morning. Hello.
Hello.
Hi. Hi.
Thank you, Veronica. Hi.
Hi. Oh.
Yes, we are.
Yeah. Hello, we are. How are you? Hello.
Fine, and you?
Fine. Yes.
Hello.
Hello. Hello.
We are 3 people here. We are together. Andreas and Jenny will be together in another room.
Okay. Great.
Yeah, you are the coordinator.
Yeah. I will start. Yeah, but first of all, we have to wait just 3 minutes, and after that we can start, okay? Okay, we're 10 participants now.
When we are all here to take a photo.
Yes, we can.
Hallo.
Hello.
Er sagt immer, Netzwerkverbindung ist niedrig.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. I said hello before. How are you?
Perfect.
Perfetto. Elmo. Ciao, Elmo.
Ciao, buongiorno.
Buongiorno.
Ciao, Elmo.
Questo pe?
I don't know.
Anna. Anna in militare.
Elmo. Oh, you're here all the time.
20 euros haircut. The more you pay, the more they cut.
30 euros. 30 euros. Okay.
It's already 6 p.m. Can we start?
Yes.
Eleni and Maria are here.
Okay, Eleni is coming now. I see.
Andreas and Jenny.
They are here. They are already here.
Eleni, we can wait for 1-2 minutes.
Okay.
Connect all.
Okay.
Especially for Andreas and Jenny. Without them, we cannot.
Okay.
Oh,
It's here because, yeah. Yes.
Hi, Pietro.
Hello.
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 Pietro. How are you?
I am not Kylie, eh?
Yes, I see.
Okay. Now το δυναμώσω, μου είπες.
Λιγάκι κι αν σου πούνε ότι δεν ακούγεται καθαρά, το πάει πιο χαμηλά.
Δεν έχω να πω. No.
Can we start?
We are waiting for Andreas and Jenny. I don't know why. Andreas?
Andreas? No.
It is a topic, it is an issue about cultural awareness and cultural diversity.
Andreas
5
is
o'clock
here.
in the afternoon.
No.
5
Sophia,
o'clock in the
Andreas
afternoon
is
in
here.
Italy is 5 o'clock.
A moment.
Sophia,
Yes?
Andreas is
Andreas is
here.
not with me. He is not here. He is trying to connect.
Really, but I can see here Andreas Seni. No?
Kann er es ton an?
Usually the Greek people are always on time, so no problem.
Okay, you can
Να το λέω τον Ανδρέα.
you can say when we start.
Anyway, in the meantime, I wish you all the best and good luck for COVID-19. I hope everybody's fine, yes?
Yes.
Sofia,
Yeah, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. 5 o'clock for Italy is 5 o'clock. In Greece is about 6 o'clock.
In Georgia too. I don't know. Well,
Andreas.
yes,
Andreas,
Andreas is here.
you we cannot start. So, yeah, you can start.
Okay, we can start now. Hello, everybody, and welcome to today's webinar, which is held in the frame of Erasmus Plus project Sincromind. And as you already know, the topic of the webinar is cultural awareness for seniors. And first of all, I would like to thank you for taking time out and being here today. Before we start our presentation session, we have two icebreaker activities. First one is brainstorming on the topic, what is the culture for you? And the second one is the poll, how good you are at cooking. So for these activities, you have just 5 minutes and you have to write, first of all, your opinion, what is the culture for you, and then we have the poll. After we have a presentation session, and I hope that our Greek team will introduce us the presenter of this webinar presentation, and then we have again the poll for evaluation of this webinar. Also, I would like to inform you that you are free. If you have any questions, you can write and use chat window, which is on the control panel of Zoom software, and you can ask us any questions if you have, of course, and we will try to answer you at the end of the webinar. Also, if you miss anything, don't worry, because I'm recording this webinar session and I will upload it as soon as available after this webinar session. And you can see it in our project website, also in social media, of course. Okay, I think that I told you some topics for organizational issues. Now we can start, and first of all, we have whiteboard with question, what is the culture for you? And you have to write your opinion. So you have about 5 minutes for these icebreaker activities. Let's start. I will share you whiteboard and then we can start. Just a minute. Okay. Okay, I hope that you can see this whiteboard and then here is the question. What is the culture for you? So we can start. Let's write your opinions.
Excuse me, may I just for a second introduce me, and I don't want to disturb it. The reason is that I was invited as a guest by Maria, and the reason behind it that I am in a certain way want to be a participating observer because I represent an association of schools of adult education in Germany, and we are highly interested in your project, and maybe that one day we can use it, transfer it. I don't want to disturb you, but I'm very interested and I'm very happy to be a guest, and I will not intervene and just listen, and I'm proud of your project.
Thank you so much. We are very happy to see you here in our webinar session. You can write.
Yeah,
you can use,
can I ask you something?
Yes.
How can we activate the text tool?
Here we have
I can see the text tool. It's
text.
I think the panel with the videos of the participants are over the text tool.
Really? I can see in my computer, I can see text. And you can write, for instance, you can see I can write, yes, someone else, music, dance. Andreas, you can find text, T, icon like icon T, and then you can start writing.
I cannot write.
If you cannot write, you can also share your opinions and use chat window also.
Excuse me, I have already wrote something. Is it obvious?
Yeah, I can see some words, dance, music.
I couldn't type, so I scheduled something.
Okay. You can use also chat window if you want.
Είναι κάτι στα σχέδιο, schedule. So.
Okay, I think that we can stop this activity and we can continue with Paul. I will stop this screen, and here now you can see polling 1, which is how good you are at cooking. So there are some questions, and please please answer these questions, okay?
We are the
Yes. Did you finish?
Yes, we finished.
Okay, okay. We can finish it. And if you want to show the results, the result is here. We will analyze results at the end of the webinar, of course. But if you want to see here, we have results, of course. I think that we can stop this calling. Okay, and now I would like to Sophia introduce or Andreas introduce the presenter of our webinar presentation.
Yes, but before this, we can share some thoughts or receipts about this poll. First of all, tzatziki is a traditional Greek food, dressing barbecue, and its basic ingredient is garlic. Maybe you can share with us what is karcho, as it's one of Georgian national plates.
Yes, harcho. We name harcho. Yes, I saw this.
Yes. Sorry for my Georgian language.
Thank you. Thank you for this question.
What is charcoal?
Harcho? This is a famous dish of Georgia with walnuts and with turkey, sauce of walnuts and turkey.
And cherry is one of its ingredients.
We can mix some other ingredients too, but the main ingredients are these.
Yes. The third one, as I remember, was Amaretti. Elmo, do you want to say something about Amaretti cookies to us? Or Kailin?
Helene is not here, but the basic ingredients are walnuts. But I like to eat. I don't know how to cook them.
We know spaghetti. We know only spaghetti.
Kailin or Pierre. Dinella.
Yes, as I read on internet, Amaretti is one of is based on almonds. Am I right?
Yes.
And we like very much Amarettis. The next plate
Andreas,
was
you are the best.
Andreas, you know the problem. Andreas.
Yes, I can hear you.
The problem is that they come from the south. So we don't really know them.
Okay.
I mean, we eat them, but that's it.
But now you know it.
Yes. No, we make tiramisu with them.
Ah, yes. Another one favorite.
It's an issue of culture.
The next
It's
one
an issue
was,
of cultural awareness.
Yes. The next one was Miss Mas. Do we have a participant for Bulgaria?
Yes. Me and Anna, we're from Bulgaria.
Do you like something about Miss Mas?
It's made from eggs and peppers.
Tomatoes.
Yeah, and tomatoes.
Tomatoes, peppers, onion, and eggs.
Yeah.
Thank
Sorry,
you.
my video is very bad, so I'm stopping.
Okay.
Okay, and the last one was a kind of bread from Germany. Pretzel.
Yes, hello.
German pretzel.
Hello.
Pretzels are good. They're tasty.
And they are covered with?
What? I didn't understand it just.
I'll repeat it. Pretzels are covered with salt
Yes,
on top.
yes.
Not sugar or cinnamon or pepper. Only
Yes.
salt.
I imagine.
Okay.
I'm not sure about it. Because the Germans have not a real cooking culture.
Yes, it was a little bit difficult to find a national plate for Germany. I read that you love very much a lot of plates, and it's difficult to find the national
Yeah,
plate.
that's true. But that's why we are intercultural groups to learn about a better culture for cooking. Thank you.
Thank you too. And now, Sophia, will you present Jenny?
She's next to you. It's time to. Hey, we're going to see Jenny. Jenny is a very special colleague for us. She's English teacher. She likes very much. She is very good dancer. She likes very much to involve in cultural activities, and we can start to enjoy it. Jenny.
Hi, everybody. Thank you, Sophia, for your kind introduction. Well, the ice-breaking activities were very interesting because it showed us that we, being part of a culture, in many cases, we're not aware of our own culture. To talk about cultural awareness, can we start with the...
Yeah. Can we share our screen to open the PowerPoint? Can I do it from my computer?
Yes, you can do it, please.
There is a message that this option is disabled.
Really, I will share you.
Yeah, you have to give the
yes permission. But
permission.
yeah, I think that I did it for you, but I will try. Okay.
Θεωρητικά θα δούμε εδώ την οθόνη.
There is not some other restricts here, but okay. Andreas, make co-host. Let's try Andreas. Andrea?
Okay. Yes, okay.
Okay, great.
Okay, can you see?
Yes, we can see.
To talk about cultural awareness, we should first answer the question, what is culture? And as I just saw, Your answers to the question were really inspiring. Personally, I very much enjoyed and appreciated the one about saying about memories. It was really intriguing. So, what is culture? Culture is a very difficult term to define. In 1952, two American biologists made a list of 164 different definitions of culture. So instead of trying to define what culture is, it would be easier to define the elements that make culture up. Culture is everything, as one of the participants answered. From the way we cook our food to the way we build our homes, from our language to our religion, from what we wear to how we amuse ourselves, from our history to our traditions. All these and many more things which are not so easy to observe. For example, values and beliefs. These are ideas, principles, standards that we see very important. These values and beliefs guide the way we live. The influence value is group harmony. The Japanese people put great emphasis on harmonious social relationships, and they dislike interpersonal conflict. Then it's our social roles and relations, social status, and so on and so forth. Our social roles, then it's body language. Body language is a form of communication in which physical movements convey meaning, information, messages. Physical movements like facial expressions or body posture or the way we move our hands or eye contact, touch, the use of space. For example, let's consider eye contact. In some cultures, in some societies, eye contact is an expectation. It is considered a sign of honesty and interest in the conversation. In other cultures, eye contact is considered rude and a sign of disrespect. Think about the issue of personal space, which is a space we need to have around us when we interact with others in order to feel comfortable and safe. The Anglo-Saxons need a larger personal space than the Mediterranean people. Or think about paralinguistic elements such as tone, volume, speed of voice, punctuation marks, pause, silence, laughter. All these elements are culturally defined and they express a lot of information rather than much more than words. Notions and attitudes, which is the way we view, the way we think about concepts like the self, time, justice, friendship, disease, sin, and so on and so forth. Then we've got symbols. Symbols are a very important element of culture. There are non-verbal symbols, movements of the hand, the arm, other parts of the body, and there are symbols which are material. A very common non-verbal symbol is shaking hands, which is done in some societies, but not in others. Another very common symbol is nodding your head up and down, which in most cultures means yes. Shaking your head back and forth means no. In Bulgaria, however, as we've read on the internet, it's the other way around. Some of our most powerful symbols are objects. Our flag is a prime one. For most Greeks, the flag is not just a piece of cloth with blue and white stripes and a white cross on. It stands for democracy, freedom, fight for independence, religious faith, and it inspires pride and patriotism. Social norms are an element of culture. These are the expectations for proper social behavior. For example, in Greece and in many other cultures, when you are at a restaurant, you are expected to use a fork to eat, not your fingers. In short, social norms is the way we do things around here. Laws are formal norms, and they are culturally defined. Political systems also are culturally defined. Our attitude to disease, physical or mental disease, is an element of culture. In most countries, in most cultures, mental disease is still a stigma. It's a source of pain, of shame, of humiliation. However, in some, not in all, in some Native American tribes, mental disease is not a stigma. The way we raise our children is culturally defined. Culture is everything, as one of the participants answered. It's our way of life. It's our identity. It's the way we perceive the world around us and the way we react to it. Very often, the picture of an iceberg is used to show that cultural elements are largely invisible, just like the part of the iceberg that is underneath the surface of the water. We've covered all these elements of culture. Now, a question which arises is whether we make culture or culture makes us. According to Paul Ehrlich, if I remember right, an American biologist at Stanford University, humans began to build a complex culture maybe 7 million years ago. At first, it evolved very, very slowly, and we had the same stone tools for hundreds of thousands of years. But as our human culture evolved, it became a powerful force that drove our species' genetic evolution. So, since we've covered the issue of culture, it's time to go on to cultural awareness. Cultural awareness is sensitivity. Sensitivity to similarities and differences that exist between two different cultures, and the use of this sensitivity in effective communication with people from other social There's 4 stages. The first one is the stage of unconscious incompetence. It is the stage which is often called the stage of blissful ignorance. The person does not realize that differences exist around them. They see the other people as being all the same. Then the second stage is the one of conscious incompetence. The person has started to realize that differences do exist between different cultures, but they don't know what to do with this understanding. They start to realize that their behavior may insult or upset other people, but they don't know yet how to fix this. The third stage is the stage of conscious competence. Here, not only does the person understand and realize that differences exist, but they also accept them. They may even start to adopt some different cultural values, the ones that they feel they're appropriate for them. And in the last stage, the stage of unconscious competence, all this procedure comes naturally without even having to think about it. Being culturally aware helps us function effectively in multicultural worlds. It helps us be more aware of ourselves and of the others. It helps us develop our level of consciousness, and it helps us become better communicators and better people. This is especially important for our modern societies, which have become increasingly diverse, not only in terms of culture, ethnicity, nationality, religion, race, but also in terms of gender norms, in terms of sexual orientation, of parental status, of physical or mental ability, in lifestyle in general. Actually, research has shown that differences make it harder for people to connect and empathize with each other. At least in the beginning, constant exposure to different cultures is something that goes against our human nature. This goes deep back in time when we were still living in tribes. Back then it was either fight or flight, kill or be killed. And this is why the us versus them thinking is so deeply ingrained in our psyche. This is one of the reasons why people find it so easy to stereotype people from other cultures. A stereotype is an oversimplified generalization for groups of people. It may be positive, especially towards our own group, such as when women suggest that they're less likely to complain about physical pain than men. But in most cases, stereotypes are negative, usually towards other groups, such as when members of a dominant racial group suggests that members of a subordinate racial group are lazy or stupid or uncivilized. Stereotypes can be based on any characteristic. It can be based on ethnicity, on race, on social roles, gender roles, on hair color, on body build, almost on every characteristic. But a stereotype does not take into account individual differences. Dealing with differences can be tough. However, people all over the world do it every day. It's a pro-social skill, like empathy or forgiveness, or being helpful, or willing to share. And it can be taught and it can be developed through intentional teaching and practice. In diverse societies, forging our ability to make relationships across differences is actually something that can increase our well-being. It drives cultural, economic, and social vitality and innovation. People from different cultures have to offer a lot of things. They offer new ways of thinking, they offer new ideas and new experiences. And as the American poet Maya Angelou once said, in diversity there's beauty and there's strength. Dealing with our differences and being able to interact with each other despite our differences is something that makes the world better. This is why it's so important to be culturally aware. Thank you for your attention. That's all. Yeah.
Yes, thank you so much for such outstanding presentation. I think that everybody can say the same. Now, so if you have any questions, you can ask and use chat window, of course. But also, if to say something, you're free, of course. Otherwise, we have another poll, and I will share you this. Just a minute.
Okay.
Okay, we have.
Yeah, can I say something?
Yeah, sure. Yes.
I would like to add something because thank you very much, Jenny, who present this presentation. But I would like to add that Jenny and Andreas and some members of Incompetence, we do this in action. Jenny deals with intergenerational activities with pupils at the Center of Seniors to disseminate the culture for food, dance, etc. So I wanted to say, to underline.
Okay. Can we start polling?
Yes.
Okay.
We have to close the presentation.
Yeah, sure. Please.
Thank you. Okay.
Okay, now you can start and fill out this poll, which is for evaluation of this webinar. Please start.
Did you say these break activities? Yes. Did you find the presentation interesting?
Yes.
Okay, did you finish?
A moment, maybe Ellen, you want to say something, the coordinator of Sincromind, but she hadn't a good connection. Eleni?
Eleni, are you here?
Before I couldn't hear you well. Now, the most of the presentation, hopefully I heard it, but at the beginning I couldn't see or hear anything. So I missed a lot of things, the exercise at the beginning. But anyway, now that I can connect, I want to say that it is very nice meeting you here. And of course, for the people that I first see now, it's a pleasure. And friends that Berhan, that I said see him a lot of time before, it's good to see him. And I really want to do it again if it's possible. If in the questions everybody answered that yes, I know some deeper analysis on that, I will be very glad.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. We have also a second webinar during this project, so I think that we can do it during this next webinar, for instance. Okay, and I would like to say also thank you, Eleni, and your team, because you initiated this project idea, and now we are here now for this. Thank you for this. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, but at first I would like to share your results of our poll. So here you can see results. We are very happy for these results. Thank you. And I think that we have to finish today's webinar session. Wish you everything good, and think that we all will be healthy and safety. Okay.
This is for Greece, and for anybody, a gesture that, okay, fine.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. It was fun. Bye.
Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Ian. Thank you, Ian.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Andreas.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
Bye. Elmo.
Γεια σου, Ελένη.
Γεια σου, Σοφία. Γεια σου, Μπέρτα. Γεια σου, Σοφία.
All the best.
You have to learn some Greek words because it's cultural awareness, so you must learn some Greek words. Γεια σας.
Γεια.
Bye.
Bye. Maria, are you here?
Maria, δεν φαίνεται καλά, να ξέρεις. Δεν βλέπουμε την πατσούλα στην ωραία.
Hello, hello. Ciao, ciao.
Dinella, Berca,
Musica di questa.
I think we need more.
Δεν άκουγα. Η Σαλόμ Ράνια και ο Σαλόμ Μουκάς είναι από τη Γερμανία.
Η Ράνια είναι από την Ελλάδα. Από τον Νικόπολης είμαστε 8 άτομα σήμερα.
Πάρα πολύ ωραία. Η Σαλόμ Μουκάς...
Η Σαλόμ είναι από τη Γεωργία, φίλη της με τη Μία.
Μάλιστα. Τελικά από τη Γερμανία δεν μπορούσα να ρωτήσω στην αρχή. Εγώ δεν είχαμε
Είναι εδώ. Είναι.